Hey y'all, I just wanted to take some time to give an update. You all have been so supportive and so kind and just offering so much encouragement and support through purchasing and have just been amazing this past week. But I did want to give an update on what's happening now with Shine Bright. So if you don't really know what's happening with Shine Bright and why it's still a huge mess, you can go watch my last video. It's been a disaster, that video, where I share all about how Shine Bright basically released last Tuesday, a week ago from today. And basically from the moment it released, it was unavailable everywhere. And unfortunately, we're a week into this and it is still unavailable. So I've obviously been in communication with my publisher and we are kind of in this weird waiting game because we have tons of books waiting at these booksellers, especially Amazon. They're one of the biggest, obviously. And the books have just been sitting there, like they're literally there. And for whatever reason, they're just not posting them. They're just not checking them in. We don't really know. And it's really hard because it's kind of like you can't reach anyone. So you just have to kind of wait and see what happens. So they're working on that, checking on that, keeping me posted. And I check on Amazon and it's just like out of stock. So that's just been frustrating. And I don't know why. We still don't know why all the other online sellers are just listing Shine Bright as out of stock. It's just super weird. People keep asking me like, what do you think's going on? And I'm like, honestly, what I think, I really just feel like it was kind of like a series of unfortunate events where just one thing led to another. And I don't know, for whatever reason, our book just so happened to be the one where the algorithms got messed up, books weren't ordered. And for whatever reason, it's like, it's not being fixed. I don't know. I don't really know what's going on, but that's just how I feel about it. And that's what I think. So it's almost come to the point where it's almost comical now though, where it's like, okay, literally we launched this book last week and basically no one can get it. Cool. And it's totally unavailable on basically all online sellers. Like, awesome. But the good news is that Baker Bookhouse, our Baker Books Publishing, but their online shop has basically made Shine Bright available for 30% off. So if you go to bakerbookhouse.com, you can get Shine Bright for 30% off. And if you order for a group of 20 or more, or you just want to save them as gifts, graduation gifts, whatever, or to give to your church, or I don't know, you're part of an organization, you can get it for 40% off plus free shipping if you order 20 or more. And that's at bakerbookhouse.com. So I just wanted to hop on though and share like just my heart on the matter and how you can continue to support the whole situation. Basically what our plan is that we are just directing people to Baker Bookhouse because that's the main place that it's available. We're offering it for 30% off on our website too, girldefine.com/shine to get the book, or girldefine.com/shop. And you can get a signed copy there. But basically what we're asking people to do and what we're asking you to do is to definitely go and order from bakerbookhouse.com. We would love for you to share it with your friends. If you can order multiple copies, please do. Please leave 5-star reviews wherever you can. That's huge. Share it with your friends. Because if anyone's searching for like a devotional at this point, because it's not even available, they're not going to be able to find it. And it's not going to show up like on any searches because it's like unavailable for purchase basically. So the only way for people to really hear about it at this point, like spontaneously, is for you to share it with them. We can't run any ads. We can't do anything because people, they'll look for it and they won't be able to find it. So we really need your help in organically spreading the word because that's like really the only way that it can happen. So if you are passionate about the message of God-defined womanhood and helping young women and women get into the word and having truth poured into them, then we ask you to get behind this message and ask you to spread the word about Shine Bright because it's like, we need you more than ever because right now we are really trapped. It's like our hands are tied and we can't do anything. So once the book does become available, we're basically going to plan for a second launch. And the reason that we're going to do that is because, like I said, we haven't been able to do anything like any major promos, ads, anything, because we can't direct anyone to like the major sellers. And if they see a copy, they'll be like, oh, I can't get it. So whatever, so we're saving all of that for later. And our launch team, who has been amazing, they, also have had the similar problem of announcing it and then people not being able to get it. So we're going to do another launch team. I'll send out an email and post a link about that. So if you want to join, you can. If you're on our first launch team, you can join again. So we're going to have another launch team. We're going to just celebrate once the book is available everywhere, like it's the first time almost, because we want to celebrate and we want to trust that God can redeem this book. That's what one of the people at my publishing company said. He was saying, like, just because this book has had a really rough start and it's unavailable everywhere online, it doesn't mean that this book is over. Like, God can totally redeem this, and this can still be a super successful book and really impact young women and women everywhere. And I'm like, that's such a good point. It's so easy for me to get super discouraged and super down because things haven't gone the way that I would have hoped and feel like, well, let's just give up. This is it, but it's not. And so often God does use the things that we didn't expect, didn't want, didn't hope for, and he uses them for good. And so my prayer, and I ask you to pray along with me, is that God would use this kind of crazy launch to impact even more women, and that young women who would have never even heard of Shine Bright will, as a result of this super random launch. And then I just want to encourage you, like, if you're going through something that is not what you planned, not what you wanted, not what you hoped for, that God can redeem all of that. He can use all of the things that we didn't want in life for good, and that he is the ultimate example of that. I mean, I think of the gospel, it's like he came to earth and literally gave up his life. He got the only person who got what he didn't deserve, like he was perfect, and yet we crucified him, and then because of him we all got life. And so he is the ultimate one who is the giver of grace and second chances and redemption. And I just am so grateful that he is ultimately sovereign and in control, and that we can trust him with whatever is going on in our life. And like I've said before, Shine Bright, in the grand scheme of things, it's not a big deal. And I get that. Like, I get that there are other really serious big things going on. But I also know that this is something that God has called me to. And I really believe that Shine Bright is something that can impact and change young women and point them to Christ. So I believe in that too. And I think it's important. So yeah, that's where things stand. I don't want to go on and on because it's like, I really don't have an update, which is like a week later. How do I not have an update? But that's where it stands. It's still a huge mess. But yeah, I'll just end reminding you, like, the best thing you can do is go and order a copy or multiple if you're able to give to friends or whatever at bakerbookhouse.com. So BAKER bookhouse.com. And if you're able to order 20 or more copies, you'll get 40% off plus free shipping. Yeah, that would just be super, super helpful. And every single one of your messages, your emails has just meant so much. I've been going through all of them and trying to get to every single one. If I haven't responded or commented, I'm trying to get to all of them. But thank you so much. Baker has been sending me updates saying, wow, people are ordering like crazy. This is amazing. So thank you so much for supporting Baker. Thank you for supporting Girl Defined. And thank you for getting books for friends and for yourself, and just, showing the world that books like this matter, and that we as Christians get behind the things that we believe in and the things that we support. So yeah, and if you're able to, go leave a 5-star review. Even you can still leave reviews on Amazon. That makes a huge difference. So please take just 60 seconds to go leave a 5-star review on Amazon. And DM me if you have any ideas of how we can redeem this launch and make it better, or ideas to spread it. Or some of you have reached out, you've had podcasts and you said, hey, come on my podcast and share about the book. And that's been amazing. So if you know of someone who has a podcast, or you have a blog or anything where we can promote Shine Bright, that would be awesome. Just reach out to me. I'd love to connect with you. Okay, we'll leave it at that. And hopefully in the next few days, I'll have a better update for you guys.